Hi guys. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this calorie calculations page, and I'm going to help walk you through what we can do here, and you're going to need a calculator also, okay? So hopefully you had a chance to see that TED Ed video about how calories work and how different types of food give you different types of calories. It also helps us on this page. It explains a little bit at the top, but it also tells us here to remember that 1 gram of every carbohydrate that we eat gives us 4 calories. 1 gram of every protein that we eat also gives us 4 calories, and 1 gram of every fat that we eat gives us 9 calories. Okay, so on this page, it tells us that Anna and Jabari were in the school environmental studies club. They were in charge of trail snacks for their field trip. Wouldn't that be fun if we could go on field trips? I would love that. They knew the hike they were going on was fairly strenuous, so they wanted to get as much energy, calories, as possible out of the snacks. Energy equals calories, so they made a scouting trip to the store and wrote down the nutritional information from some choices that looked yummy. Here's what they found. Okay, so they found these 5 products: the Rock Trail Bar, the Peanut Butter Yums, the Cocoa Chip Cookies, the Gritty Grain Bar, and the Granny's Oaty Cookies. And then they also wrote down how many grams of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats that each of those had, and then also the cost. So our job is to figure out basically how much you're going to pay for 1 calorie of each one of these things. And the way that we do it is kind of fun. I think that problems like this are really fun because once you know what the formula is, then you just plug the numbers in and then you're able to knock through it pretty fast. So the first thing I did to make sure that I am organized is down at the bottom, I made a little chart. My chart has the 5 different things that the 5 different snacks. And then I made a column for total calories. And then I made a column for the cost per calorie. And I'll show you how we're going to work that out in just a second. So you'll want to make a nice little chart at the bottom. And you might notice I did use a ruler. Actually, I just used a piece of paper as a straight edge. But anytime that we're doing things like this, the neater we can do them, the easier it will be to see our results. So I've got a nice little chart. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Some of you might already have an idea that this is going to be a combination of multiplication and addition, and then some division. So if every gram of carbohydrate is 4 calories, we need to figure out how many calories we are getting in the Rock Trail Bar from the 44 grams of carbohydrate. So what we would do is carbohydrate is 4 per gram, so 44 times 4. So you grab your calculator, 44 times 4, and you get 176. I'm just going to write 107, whoops, not 177, 176. I'm just going to write it small right there. Now, everything in this column for carbohydrates is going to be times 4. Everything in the next column, protein, is going to be times 4. And everything in the next column, fat, is going to be times 9. Okay. So I'm actually going to finish up the Rock Trail Bar just so you can see what to do. So I did my 44 times 4 and I got 176. Now I do 4 times 4, I get 16. And then I do 2 times 9 and I get 18. Now I'm going to add up those calories. So 176 plus 16 plus 18. And I get 210 calories. I'm going to write that right here. So I get 210 total calories for the Rock Trail Bar. Now, a Rock Trail Bar costs 75 cents each. So I'm going to actually divide 0.75 or 75 cents by how many calories we get, or the cost per or divided by the calorie. Okay? So I've got 0.75 divided by 210, and I get 0.003574143. Okay, I'm just going to do the first 4 after the decimal. So at the bottom, 0, 3, 5. I can write that in my handy little chart right here. And I can also write my total calories, 210 right here. And I finished the rock trail bar. Okay, I'm gonna do one more with you and see how we do. Let's do the next one, the peanut butter yums. So 240 times 4. What'd you get? 960? Yep, me too. And then 80 times 4. 320. Terrific. And 80 times 9. 720. So 960 plus 320 plus 720. Wow. That is a big difference. Did you get 2,000? So the rock trail bars only give you 210 total calories. The peanut butter yums give you 2,000. That's because peanut butter has a lot of calories in it. Okay. Now we take the cost and we divide it by the calories. So 2.5 divided by 2,000. Right? So far, the peanut butter yums are cheaper than the rock trail bars. You get a better value because it only costs you, let's see, 10, tenths, hundredths, thousands, so 1/1000th of a cent per calorie. So far the peanut butter yums are in the lead. So what you're going to do for the rest of this is work out all the rest of the calculations, and then look and see which is the smallest number that is going to be their best value, and that is the thing that we are looking for. So you can just put like a number 1 next to that, and then figure out what would be second and third and fourth and rank them all the way down. And then please post a picture of this on Seesaw so that I know that you did it and I see how you did. Okay, so one more time. Everything in this column gets multiplied by 4. Everything in this column gets multiplied by 4. Everything in this column gets multiplied by 9. Then you add the first column, the second column, and the third column. And then you take the cost and divide the cost by whatever the total was here. And that gives you the cost per calorie. All right, good luck. I hope you have fun with this, and I can't wait to see what you figure out. Bye-bye.